The ocean is like a checking account where everybody withdraws but nobody deposits. This is what's happening because of the overfishing process. A large portion of the world depends on heavily on continental supply of seafood that commercial fishing is able to provide and owes a great debt to the fish. Overfishing is a disaster to both humanity and the ecosystem due to its threat. To global economy, it's tragic on the ocean's ecosystem and its utter disregard for the lives of the fish it ends up harming. Today I'm here to persuade you that overfishing should be prohibited. To fully understand this issue, we must look at the problem, investigate the cause, and finally, I will provide you with a unique solution. Let's jump into the problem. Problem number one, too many fish is being removed from the ocean. Um, when too many fish are taken out of the ocean, it creates an imbalance that erode the food web as well as lead to a loss of marine life. Um, According to BBC News, by Vince, reported by Vince on September 20th, 2012, shark numbers have declined by 80% worldwide, with one third of extinction. Catching fish is not inherently bad for the ocean, except for when vessels catch fish faster than stocks can replenish, something called overfishing. Problem number two, fishing is also kills the ocean's ecosystem, also called bottom trawling, in which giant nets are run along the sea floor, picking up or crushing whatever is in their path. For example, damaging fragile coral or sponge habitats, which in a lot of cases that's where all the fish lives at. Um, According to environmental science reported by Jacob Hill on July 27th, 2017, seafloor trawling can decrease the biomass and production of benthic species. For example, oyster reefs have been decimated in many places from trawling. Without these coastal waters can suffer from eutrophication. Um, let's jump into the third problem here. Problem number three. A lot of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing is happening in the world. Um, Illegal fishing is a widespread problem that occurs in both marine and inland capture fisheries. The world is truly worried that if the fishing effort is not substantially reduced, we may lose this resource for generations to come. According to Nature.com, reported by Tony Long on July 16th, 2020, one fifth of all wild caught fish is likely to be illegal or unreported, which equated to 10 to $25 billion in industry losses in 2009. Problem number nine. Problem number four. Overfishing can be really bad for the water. Human activities are major responsible for water pollution. Water bodies get dirty due to pollution and are looked upon with disdain. Water pollution affects and harms fish. Water pollution also imposes this adverse effect on all kinds of aquatic flora and fauna. According to Animal Equality reported by Kim Johnson on September 30th, 2019, most of the fish eaten today are raised on aqua farms, either inland or in fenced-off cages in the ocean. On these farms, fish spend their whole lives, up to 2 years, confined in highly packed spaces. The water can become toxic, and it can along with antibiotics. While many fishers practices can be extremely adept at harvesting fish, they also often incidentally catch non-target species such as bycatch. Now that we have looked at the problem, let's explore the cause. Um, Cause number one, people depend on fishing as a job. Many families today depend on catching fish and selling it for profit. This is the main problem. This is the main cause, sorry, why people overfish to make money out of the business. Um, um, According to The Guardian, reported by Dermot Jorman on February the 15th, 2016, there has never been a move urgent time for seafood businesses and fishing nations to make a commitment to substantially. The world's oceans are in trouble with marine life plummeting, and the people are dependent on the sea. Since fishing is complicated, a lot of people rely on it as an easy job or easy way to make money. But people aren't aware of the future consequences. People don't know that they're what they're doing right now is gonna affect them in the future. Cause number two, as we mentioned earlier, is bycatch. Bycatch results from fisheries capturing unintended species. This wildlife is treated as waste, thrown overboard, either dead or dying. Um, some fisheries discard more fish at sea than they bring to port. According to Frontiers in Marine Science, written by Lisa on October 23rd, 2015, fisheries bycatch is a threat to species of marine megafauna across the world's oceans. Worth over the past several decades has greatly advanced our outstanding of the species affected, the magnitude and the spatial extent of bycatch. Fishermen sometimes catch and discard animals they do not want, cannot sell, or not allowed to keep, such as um, dolphins, whales, sea turtles, and seabirds that become hooked entangled in the fishing gear. Now that we have looked at the problem and the cause, let me provide you a unique solution. Solution number one: more no-catch zones must be established to allow fish populations and their ecosystems to recover and replenish themselves to ensure fishing for future generations. Um, Solution number two: trawling needs to be banned. Trawling drags huge nets of like huge nets um, through the ocean that scoop up every animal and the ecosystem in its pathway, resulting in massive wasteful bycatch. Dead fish are returned to the sea because they weren't the target fish. We don't have the kind of sea life to waste, even though there are many programs that focus on decreasing bycatch and worldwide. There are still small regions where bottom trawling is banned or limited. These measures aren't enough. We still need to ban it like all over the world to make sure um, our next generations don't run out of fish. Today, I try to persuade you that overfishing should stop due to the loss of species in oceans. We looked at the problem, the causes, and I provided you with a unique solution. So hopefully next time You go to a sushi restaurant to enjoy fresh, delicious fish, or go fishing just for fun and throw back the wanted fish back into the water. Remember, we need to make a change and take care of there are plenty of the fish in the ocean before it's too late. Thank you.